What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are playing the Battle of Polytopia, which is a turn-based world-building strategy game that I simply cannot believe that I haven't gotten into before just today, actually. Why didn't you guys tell me about this game much before? To be fair, I think some of you actually did, but for some reason, I just never really got into it, even though it was released all the way back in 2016. It is still amazing though, it still holds up, so even though I'm sure that many of you fine folks have already played it, if you haven't, the download links have been left in the description box down below, and I really encourage you guys to go check it out. I, for one, knew that I just had to share it with you guys, just in case some of you had not played it yet. And by the way, for those of you wondering, yes, the game can be played offline, and it only takes up 64 megabytes of space, so you should be able to play this game on pretty much any smartphone out there. So to start a new battle in Polytopia, you simply pick one of 16 different leaders. Some of them are free, some of them can be unlocked for in-app purchases, which is how the game has chosen to monetize. I already selected one, and then we simply have to slowly but steadily take over the world one turn at a time, and then after 30 turns, whoever has the most points will win, unless we take out all the opponents before we get to that. So the way I prefer to start building my territory is simply by removing everything standing in our way, such as, for example, these fruits over here. They can be removed, and they are gonna give some experience points for our castle there in the middle. We can't hunt yet, but we can go into the tech tree and have a look. It costs 5 stars to unlock hunting, and we get 3 stars every turn, so we can just spend 1 turn here, and that will give us 3 more stars, and then just 1 more turn, and now we'll actually be able to go unlock hunting. So let's do that, research that, and now we can go remove these guys for 2 stars, and then we have to wait obviously 1 more turn, and you guys can see there's only 24 turns left. But don't worry though, it will start going a bit faster later on. For now though, I just like to remove all of these if we can, and then whenever we level up, we're gonna go for resources, because I don't think that we're gonna get attacked here on the easy mode. We really want to get up there though, because that's another city. This is actually another city as well, and there's another one there and another one there. So let's start moving our guy. We should have done that. There was a mistake. We should have done that right from the first turn, and now we can actually also select a new warrior here, so let's do that, and that person can start moving up there as well, because we gotta conquer some more cities. So let's just remove this as well, and this last one here, this wild animal. There you go. Okay, so let's go to the next turn. Now, with 23 turns left, things are starting to happen. We can't really do a whole lot about all this forest here just yet, but if we wait a few turns, we can go in here, and we can actually upgrade, where is it? We can upgrade fishing if we want to, and there it is, forestry. And I think I'm gonna go for that one, so I'm gonna save up. Let's just spend 1 more turn here. Let's take this guy over here, because then he will start entering that village, and this guy over here. Let's build 1 more, or do you want to go for forestry? Let's go for forestry. Let's research that, and now we can start removing these or turning them into a lumber hut. And I want to turn them into a lumber hut, so we gotta wait 1 more turn, and now, as you guys can see, ta-da, we got another small city here. That's amazing. So now I just want to keep moving, keep creating new warriors, and keep them moving around this map so that we can conquer as much of it as possible, because that will really accelerate things. We'll get many, many more stars, which will allow us to do a whole lot more on every single turn. So all of these games start very slow, and then slowly but steadily, they build up, and you can do more and more on every turn. Look at that though, an opponent has already entered our grounds. What do we want to do about that? We could go in and, for example, research the riders, which will allow us to later on create other types of heroes as well. We could also go for archery. Wait, we already have archery, actually. Okay, we already have archery. So can we actually go create an archer in here in our town? Let's move this one away so it's a bit easier here. Yes, there we go. Archery. So let's train that. And with that archer, hopefully we can take out the guy who just entered over there. So let's just take this guy over here. And do we want to do more? I think maybe let's just remove this fruit here and then wait for the next turn. So it looks like, oh, now there are 2 of them. There are 2 of them now. No, what are they doing? Okay, let's build a town here. And let's get this guy up here. Basically, let's just prepare for an attack. I did not expect to get attacked this early on, though. But I guess there isn't really a whole lot else to do. I am guessing that they want to try to take over those towns. Yes, there we go. As you guys can see, that guy's now trying to contest that town. But we can attack him, though. So we're going to do that. That wasn't enough to take him out completely. But maybe we can move the archer close enough. He can only move 1 at a time, 1 square at a time. That is unfortunate. Let's move this guy a bit closer and make sure that we can take out all of these guys before they've actually taken over all of our towns. So one of them got destroyed there. He made the mistake of actually attacking us on his turn. So now we can move over here instead. So if you're sitting there right now thinking, NimbleThor, wouldn't this game be great with multiplayer? My answer would be yes, it would, and it actually does have multiplayer, so we are in luck. There's both online multiplayer, you just have to buy any of the in-app purchases to unlock that, which I think is a fair way of monetizing the online experience. But there's also a offline local pass and play mode, so you can play with your friends if you want to. And I think that's really awesome to see. It's a perfect fit for this type of mobile game. And I'm sure you can have a lot of fun playing this game with your friends. So we took out that guy over there now, which means that we are slowly conquering all the different towns here, which is great, and I forgot to use some of the stars that we got over here in our tech tree. So what do we want to upgrade now? How about we go for, you know what? How about we go for farming? Let's do that. Let's do farming, and we can do one more, at the very least one more. I say we go for shields as well, so we can build defenders. And maybe one more, let's go for fishing actually, because we need to be able to conquer those seas here. There's lots of fish around here as well, which is going to help us level up our cities even further. So we can go in here now and fish. It's going to cost 2 stars, but it's definitely worth it, because then all of our towns will level up. And as we know, leveling up a town means that we will get more stars on every turn. So let's do that as often as we can. Absolutely. Now, what I want to do is I want to build a port, but in order to build a port, we need to upgrade that in the tech tree first. So let's go in here to the tech tree again, and let's see, do we have, yes, we have a sailing port, but we don't quite have enough for it just yet. But if we level up some of these towns, we will start getting more stars on every turn. So let's do that. I think this one is enough. Yes, there we go. So now we get 2 stars from that one. What do we want? Let's just give me some stars. And do we have enough to upgrade this town as well? Maybe. I'm not sure if this fish here is gonna help give XP for that town. Yes, it is. There you go. There you go. And now we can get some more resources as a reward. We're on a roll here, guys. I gotta say. We could really use a mine, though. But I think for now, let's just wait one more turn and then go into the tech tree and then upgrade sailing, because I really want to get out there on the ocean. So now we can tap anywhere, for example, over here to build a port, which is going to cost 10, which we don't have yet. So let's just farm this one here. Let's farm some to make sure that we get some more stars on every turn. There you go. So as you guys can see, we're already on turn 17 out of only 30. So it is really about time that we set up a port somewhere. So let's do that, and let's check back in once we get to turn 25 or so. And we're back again, and look at just how much has happened, guys. A lot has been going on. We've been losing a lot of heroes. The opponent has been losing a lot as well, but mostly we've been losing, though. But I've been building a true warship here, which I think is able to attack the castle over there if we get just a tiny bit closer. So maybe if we move up here, we'll be able to attack. Is that enough? That wasn't quite enough, but if we move just a tiny bit closer, we're actually able to attack those guys from our ship. And we can do it from over here. Look at this. Dealing 9 in damage. That is truly a lot in damage. So we just want to keep building, actually. We want to keep building more ships. So let's take out this guy here onto a ship, and let's wait for the next turn. We're getting really close now, and we have the first spot on the leader score. So if we can just hold out, we will actually win here, regardless of whether or not we actually take out all these other opponents or not. So it looks like they took out our ship up here. So you know what? We're just going to build another ship then, and we're going to upgrade this one, and we're going to upgrade it again to become a battleship. And now with that one, next turn we can start attacking. So what do you say, guys? We can actually attack one here. Lucky us, and unfortunately for that guy. So now let's wait for the next turn. Turn 28 out of only 30 turns. We are getting attacked, and we are dealing damage right back at him again. And we have a lot of stars now. Look at that. We can even go upgrade all of this. But do we even want to? Do we even need to? We don't really need to. But at least now with whale fishing upgraded, we should actually be able to fish some whales if we want to. I forgot what it is that does, though. It gives us 10 stars. Oh my, so it actually just gives us even more stars, which we can't really use for a whole lot. I guess we can turn some of this to forest as well. So let's do that. But it's not really going to help us in the current battle against the other players. It is going to give us a bit more in score, though, and I guess that's always useful. So what's happening here? Upgraded to level 5, and its production has increased by +1. You also get to pick an additional reward. So let's create a super unit. Where is the super unit? Didn't we get a super unit? There it is. Look at that giant guy over there. So now let's wait for the next turn. Let's see if we can actually get this guy to a ship. That would be kind of cool. But there's only one turn left now, and oh, we can definitely not get him to a ship. So with this one, though, we can keep attacking this guy down here. Yes, we finally killed him. That took a very long time. And with this one, we can start attacking that guy. And the ship can be upgraded as well to become a battleship. And then with that one, we can deal damage to the guy over there. I think we're just one-hitting people at this point. Every single person is getting one-hitted. This was on the easy difficulty level, though, so I did expect that we would win eventually. Look at that. There's nothing they can do. We are on our very last turn now. So let's just attack this guy. Took him out again. It's so easy at this point. Let's take out this guy. There you go. And let's move over here and attack, I think, the main castle. This is probably the guy's main castle over there. And let's end our turn. Victory for the Nimble squad. Look at that. Science, army and territory, cities, monuments and temples, difficulty bonus. We got 6,600 in score, which isn't really a whole lot. Last time I did get 2 stars, this time I only got 1 star. But to be fair, we were getting attacked pretty early on, and I had not seen that one coming. So guys, what do you think about this game? I think it's a great game. There's multiplayer, there's great monetization, it's fun gameplay, and it's just overall a very, very easy recommendation on my end. And so with that said, it's now time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that it's estimated that at this point, EA has earned $1 billion from its free-to-play sports games on mobile combined, with estimates that 50% of all of that revenue, so half of it, $500 million, comes from the Madden NFL franchise. Madden NFL Overdrive Football, for example, earned $100 million last year alone, just that one game, which really surprised me because I have never played a sports game by EA on mobile. I think I wouldn't play any game by EA at this point. But have you, and are they worth trying? Let me know in the comment section. And yes, EA rants are also welcome if that's what you guys prefer. I'll be looking forward to them. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.